All right.
Hey, we're back, and we are on the 100th episode. We made it.
Woo!
Yeah, long road.
Did it.
A lot of guests, and I don't know what to call. What is our position? Podcasters, hosts. So tonight we got Terrence, real life superhero. How you doing?
Pretty good.
We got Jay.
Yo, what's up? Good, man. 100 episodes. Can't believe it.
Yeah. Mike, how are you, sir?
Much better now, sir. But I'm good.
That's good. We had a bet going. We thought you were asleep on the monitor.
Shit. I'm stressed out.
And we got Rob. Rob, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We have some stuff to talk about today. I guess it seemed like this happened right after the last episode posted. But Robert Downey Jr., he's Dr. Doom now. And I think we touched on that briefly because it was in the rumor phase at that time.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this. And Jay, we want you to go first. How do you feel about this move from Marvel, Disney, Robert?
I mean, I think not Disney as a whole, but at least Marvel is trying to get their act together. I think they know they kind of shit the bed a little bit with trying to start new and get some new faces in there and get new here. Like they're like, okay, let's bring the old guys back and kind of bring back what we had. Now, Robert Downey is Doom. I don't think he's going to be Doom. I think he's going to play Doom for a second. I think he's going to switch to something else. He's going to come back to be Iron Man. I think
it's a misdirect. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a ruse. It's not because there's better options for Doom than Robert Downey.
I agree.
He's too well known as Iron Man to be like they didn't recast T'Challa because they think homie did too well. He did too stellar of a job. Now Robert Downey is like the face of Iron Man, like literally, and you're saying you're going to just like turn him into another character? It's not going to happen.
Terrence, thoughts?
First thought was reach of desperation. That was my first thought. Second thought was I don't get it. Just because, you bring them back, and the first thing everyone's going to think is, everyone who's not a comic book fan is, well, this is just a variant of Iron Man, right? This Doom. So, and my third thought was, like, Dr. Doom. When you think of Dr. Doom, you deserve to have a fresh start with this character. Like, they haven't done Dr. Doom right yet in live action. So instead of like confusing people that know the history of Dr. Doom so far, instead of bringing back Robert Downey Jr., who's already known for playing Iron Man, and they're going to be heavily promoting that he's playing Dr. Doom now, and have everybody like even if they announce that he's not a variant of Iron Man, he's just Victor Von Doom, it's still kind of confusing the narrative because people, even if they never show his face, it's just kind of weird because people are still going to have it in their head that he's still some variant of Tony Stark. So it's just kind of a weird thing. So I feel like they should have just gone with a fresh new face to be Victor Von Doom because he's got a rich history in the comics. He's just a dope character. So I don't really understand it, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Hopefully it plays out and they're not just trying to pull some weird misdirect, and they're just going to give us the Doom that we deserve, and it's not a weird variant because he's just such a dope character, and they just shouldn't be trying to make him into a Tony Stark. knockoff because the character has just such a rich history to him. He's not just Tony Stark who does magic. He's a really dope character. So, and my other thought was just they're paying this guy so much money that he's going to be half the fucking budget because they already announced that the Russos are going to get paid, I think, $84 million per movie, and they're doing Avengers 5 and 6. And the reason the Russos are doing those movies is because RDJ stipulated that if he was coming back, he wants the Russos to come back. So they said the Russos alone are getting $84 million per movie, and that RDJ is getting significantly more than they're getting paid. So him plus them alone are going to be like half the budget for these movies. And I'm thinking to myself, at the end of the day, are they going to be worth it? But it's not my money. It's for Disney to decide. So, you know, I guess they figure it's worth it. So I don't know. So maybe it works out. Maybe it doesn't.
Hey, just think they spent $200 million on the Acolyte. So
yeah, they got money somewhere, huh?
They got money to burn.
Yes, so.
I'm gonna go to Rob next, and then Mike. Rob, what do you think?
I mean, I agree on almost every point that Terrence made. It does reek of desperation. Going back to the well, all the because the Russos did like the 4 best Marvel movies, so now obviously bringing them back, the price that it's going to cost them, and the fact that during Comic-Con and the Marvel thing they didn't mention anything about any of the TV shows, so they want everybody to focus on what's coming up, and they want RDJ as Doom, the potential movies between what is it? It's Doomsday and Secret Wars, right?
I think that's what the second one is still called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what version they decide to go. There's no doubt that a Tom Holland Spider-Man seeing his mentor as a villain is going to have to be in one of these movies at some point. It's just, are they going to do? You guys know the comic runs better. What was the what was the Tony Stark Doom?
Where Doom was Iron Man for a minute.
Was it Infamous?
That was Infamous.
Yeah.
But there was a What If comic too where they switched up minds completely.
Yeah,
so I never read it, but I saw the video on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I find it funny that during the writer's strikes, the only thing Disney said is that we don't have the money to pay all these people. And then now look how much money they're spending on 3 people as part of a however many size cast for these next 2. And that's only for the 2 movies that they're getting paid this much money. And I think it also said that if the movies make, or they get a percentage residual of the sales if it makes over $750 million, I think.
Disney is showing behaviors of a gambler who's at the like he's trying to break even with one last ditch effort.
Just all of that stuff combined sounds like they are they're backpedaling hard, obviously, but they're trying to go with what works. So we'll see if they just throw fan service and just nothing but catering to us and not actually have a real story, or however it's going to plan out.
Well, Deadpool's not going to help with that.
No. Although, watching him in a movie where he's not the star will be funny, because he's just going to be talking to the wall, and the other Avengers going to be, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors is sitting in a room somewhere going, damn that white girl!
Yeah.
He's punching the air like a Boys in the Hood.
I mean, if they're going to give him more than just that backhanded or that side comment that they gave in the end of Loki, because there's got to be something. Because people who don't watch the TV shows are going to be like, "Wait, I thought Kang was the villain."
Yeah, and like we're going to circle back to that. I wanted to get to Mike because he had a comment either last episode or the episode before about the appreciation for the Russos, but then they always do something different. That it's like, why did they do that? And Mike, what do you think about the Robert Downey Jr. move here? Do you like it? You love it?
I was confused when I first saw it. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
As Doctor Doom? I was like, okay, so it's a variant like everybody else thought. I wasn't excited. I'm still not excited. I haven't, like I said, I haven't read it, but there is a what if storyline where they switch bodies. Doom traded bodies with Tony Stark. So he had Tony Stark's name and everything, and Tony Stark took the Victor Von Doom name and he forgot he was Tony Stark, and he made himself into this big, rich, powerful person. So he kept the name Von Doom when Doom wanted to switch back after he had ruined Tony Stark's name. But as far as the Russo thing, yeah, this is one of them things, I guess. I'm not excited about it. We need a Doctor Doom. If we're going to do Doom, let's do Doom. Let's quit bullshitting and let's do Doom. You know, shit to get out the pot. I'm sorry to say it like that, but we just do Doom. Hell. You know, the Fox Doom did Doom. The Fantastic Four, I mean, let's just go ahead and get to it. And I don't like this playing around, body switch, alternate, whatever they're doing. I don't want that. I understand the drama with Peter Parker, but I don't need all that. I need a Doom more. I need that. And then again, I'm not. Y'all know how I felt about Uncle Tony Stark. I don't want that shit back either. I don't want to deal with that. I don't know how that's going to work with the spell that was Doctor Strange cast. I don't know how that's going to work. So I want to see how it goes, but I'm not excited about it. I have no excitement. You know.
So I'm where you are. I'm in neutral. Like it's like to Terrence's point, they could have got somebody else to do this. You don't need to build off of some kind of Iron Man, Tony Stark variant type thing. Like you could just build the character all up off the over 50 years of his lore and material. I'm still in neutral. Like the movie will probably be good. It seems like they're trying to trying to clean up the mess, which was Phase 4. Like, what was I look back. What was even the point of that phase at this point?
To fuck up.
They don't know.
Like it was just like how many years was that? It was like 3 or 4 years. Phase 4.
Trash.
Yeah, lots of money, TV shows,
just skating by on their goodwill.
Yeah, and
everything to the wall, see what sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they burn through people's benefit of the doubt. Then, and while we're on this, I remember something else I didn't type down on the list. Now, I read an article and or a statement someone put online. They said you guys are acting like there were no duds before Endgame, so they were still covering for Phase 4, but they were saying that there were as many duds before Endgame as there were after. Like, what do you guys like?
There was only like 2, maybe.
They were told. They mentioned like this person. Like this was a stretch for me. They said all of Phase 1 was hit or miss. I think everyone here will agree that Phase 2 was touch and go. Like you had Iron Man 3, you had Dark World. But then you had Winter Soldier, you had Guardians, you had we talked about this before Age of Ultron. That actually aged better.
Yeah, aged better. Yeah.
Than when it first came out. And once again, Ant-Man was Phase 3 or Phase 2?
Phase 2.
So then you had
the end of Phase 2.
It was because Civil War was 1. Was that the first one in Phase 3? I always get it confused there.
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you.
So what do you?
3.
Okay. So what do you guys think about that statement? Like, so really, you're saying that this person is saying that the MCU has been hit or miss since the beginning.
I can almost agree with that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of my arguments with people that really love like the MCU and think it could do no wrong. Like, I mean, most of the MCU is kind of just, average. Mm-hmm. With a couple, like, there's some classics sprinkled in and a couple poopers sprinkled in. But most of the MCU is kind of, it's average. It gets the job done.
Yeah, I think it becomes more glaring once you get to the TV shows, because the TV shows, like the bad ones, when you've got 6 episodes of a bad TV show, that's a lot more bad to consume than say like a 2-hour movie.
Okay,
six like a couple 6-hour episodes of a bad TV show of a couple 2 or 3 6-hour episodes of bad TV shows. That's a lot more than a mediocre 2-hour movie every few years.
Yeah, six bad shows is 3 bad movies in a trilogy. Like, why am I watching this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit is awful. And so let me ask you guys a question. If the Phase 4 TV shows were like exercise, say they were no longer part of the Phase, does the Phase look better or still the same, or like it was just the movies?
It's still the same.
It's still the same.
Because you got Loki. No, you got Loki. You got Thor. That ain't trash. You got Shang-Chi that was holding on by a thread. And Doctor Strange, I was honestly about the same to me. So for me, it wouldn't get any better without the TV shows. It would still be the same.
I think on that note, it harkens back to there was a comparison that said that there was like as much content in Phase 4 if you combined all the TV shows and movies than there were like the first 3 phases.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if they're saying there are some duds in Phase 1, okay, that was only a couple, but all of the duds are in Phase 4, and there's significantly more duds in Phase 4, and the duds that were in Phase 4 were worse than the duds in Phase 1. So
yeah.
It doesn't have the same kind of weight, that argument that the person is making.
So you think it's a stretch to say that?
Yeah, I think it's a stretch.
I
the
think
duds do exist, but the magnitude in which they're duds is vastly different. Especially when you got the beginning of the MCU is just trying to pick up. It doesn't even have its feet under its legs yet. It doesn't know what it's trying to do. Versus we're this far along and they're panic mode because they have no idea what they're doing because they've gotten themselves, they've written themselves into a corner.
So let's do this real quick, right? So Iron Man, that was not a dud because that sparked everything. Was the Hulk a dud?
It was
no, the Hulk wasn't a dud.
No,
mediocre.
It wasn't a dud.
It's mediocre.
Mediocre.
That's actually the only one I didn't see in the theater. I've seen every single other MCU movie in the theater. I just skipped it because I didn't know what the MCU was going to be at the time, and I didn't like the Ang Lee Hulk movie, so I skipped Incredible Hulk. If I know what the MCU was going to become, I would have gone to see Incredible Hulk, but we didn't know what it was going to be yet, so I just kind of skipped it. But I saw every one of them after that. But it was mediocre. But it's when I saw it on cable, I was like, that wasn't terrible. That's perfectly passable. But like Rob was saying, they were trying to figure out what they wanted to be, and now all these years later, like there's no excuse for Secret Invasion. All the money that they spent for that, no excuse after all these years.
Yeah.
All right, I would rather watch Thor: Dark World than Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
I would rather watch Iron Man 3 than the Marvels.
Yeah. All right, well, listen.
Or
let's go
Ant-Man
through
3, the movie that pissed me off so much.
Well, let's go through it real quick. So Iron Man 2,
Not a dud.
not a dud.
Not that.
Thor, first one.
Which one?
First one.
No, not quite.
That's
it
for me.
It's low.
It was low.
I felt
it was low
twice.
mediocre.
Not a dud, but very.
It's close.
Very low
It's close.
mediocre. Yeah.
So Terrence, let me ask you: has it aged badly for you, or it just was bad? It was okay from the beginning.
It was just okay for me. I fell asleep twice. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's not a terrible movie, but it's on that mediocre bar, a very mediocre bar.
It's on the spectrum.
What's that today?
Captain Thor over Cat. Honestly,
say that again.
I put Thor with the first Cat.
See, I think that was like one of the better ones. Like,
Yeah,
not the best one.
The first Cap was way better than the first Thor.
Yeah. Avengers, we can't. That wasn't a dud, so skip over that. Iron Man 3.
That's a dud.
That was
for
a
me.
dud.
Yeah,
Thor: Dark World.
that was a dud for me too.
Is that a dud? Yeah, that's a dud.
Winter Soldier, we skipping over that one.
Skip that one.
Guardians. Well, what about Guardians?
Guardians.
Skip Guardians?
Yeah.
We already said Ultron aged well. Ant-Man.
Not a dud.
I like
First
it.
Ant-Man was good.
I thought it
Yes,
was
that's
good.
good.
I liked it.
It wasn't a dud, but I didn't like it.
You didn't?
It was all right. I still don't see why they went with him instead of.
Oh,
Him.
I'm stuck on that.
yeah.
I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised when I watched that movie.
Scott
I went
Lang
and went-
versus Hank Pym. I don't
Yeah.
see the point of that. It still ain't convinced me on that yet.
Yeah, I won't argue
All right.
with you on that. Yeah,
Civil War.
Yeah,
no, that wasn't a
Very
dud.
good.
that's good.
Spider-Man.
Good.
Good.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange.
I like that.
That one.
it was mediocre. It was good. It
Yeah,
was
that one's
it was
mid.
mid.
I thought
Yeah.
it was okay. Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, it was mid.
It's a matinee. It's a high mediocre.
Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good,
definitely not a
very
dud.
good.
That was good. Now, Black Panther 2,
You can't talk about that. You haven't seen it.
Yes.
I didn't see it because it's trash.
We moving quick. Ragnarok. I liked Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
That's good.
It was okay. If I look at it not as a Thor movie,
But
it was
Yeah,
entertaining.
like-
But as soon as I start thinking Thor, it's crappy.
That's when I first started noticing the humor starting getting very intrusive.
It was too much. Yeah,
yeah,
like as soon as Thor got
The only
shocked
Thor
by
movie
some
I
like
like. It's like a good Thor annual.
that's a good comp right there. What was it Infinity War? Infinity War. No, we skip over that.
yeah, skip that
Captain Marvel.
dud. Shit was whack.
It's forgettable.
It was
Yeah,
mid.
it's
I wouldn't say it's bad, but it
very,
was,
very mediocre.
If it didn't come after Infinity War, that shit would have flopped. Like if it wasn't sandwiched in between those two movies, nobody would have saw that.
Okay, Ant-Man and Wasp.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
I thought it was forgettable, but I saw it again
I'll give it a
recently,
mid.
and I liked it. I give it a lot. I was giving it a lot less credit than I should.
Maybe
I
I have to
actually,
watch it again.
when we reviewed Quantumania, I said I like Quantumania better than Ant-Man and the Wasp, but now that I've seen it again, yeah, I was giving it a lot less credit than I should have.
Okay. Endgame. We can skip over that.
Yeah, skip that.
Yeah.
It was cracks in that movie though.
Yeah.
Small cracks. Small cracks. Let's see. Phase 4 is where I might need help because this is forgettable. Black Widow. I like Black Widow.
It should have came earlier.
It should have.
Yeah.
It should have. It should have
It's
came
like
out
5
Phase
years
3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Taskmaster. Ugh.
See, Taskmaster makes it a dud. Yeah, Taskmaster that's instantly makes it a dud.
Yeah.
Dud.
Eternals.
Mediocre.
Oh,
Dud.
trash.
Dud.
It's like, I
Dud.
very
Fucking dollar store Justice League.
mediocre.
If anything should have been a show, it should have been that. So we
Right.
have it as
Right.
small
It was like
shows.
10 main characters. It should have been a
I
show.
keep saying that if you would have put that shit on starting at Thanksgiving and ran to Christmas, it might have been like a holiday type thing. It was all in family. It was all through that shit, maybe. But that fucking movie dud.
Yeah,
Uh,
too many main 10 fucking main characters. It should have been a show.
Dude, I was so glad when they started dying, so it was less people to concentrate on, man. Like,
Oh, good. I don't need to care about this person anymore.
Right. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Mania. Oh, hold on. We'll do this one. Then I got to go back. I forgot one. What do you think about that? That one's mediocre. I'm gonna use Terrence.
Yeah, that's a mediocre.
I like it only because I'm a big fan of Sam Raimi's film style.
All right.
They did some pretty stupid shit in there, and they made him really dumb.
Yeah. I forgot about Spider-Man. Far From Home.
He's all right.
That was all right.
Yeah, one's all
It was
right.
okay. Yeah. Step above mediocre. All right, now back
All
to
the Spider-Man are the same for that. Just a step above mediocre.
Shang-Chi.
That was good. I
That was good.
enjoyed it.
Like
I still like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Love and Thunder. We can skip over
Boo.
that.
Yeah, that's trash.
That's Beetlejuice.
It needs to be rebooted. Retcon to non-existence. It need to be out the whole
It
thing.
was a dream.
Damn.
The whole thing was a dream.
Yeah.
The third Spider-Man. What's that one? No
No
Way
Way
Home.
Home.
No.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Excellent.
It was good
I
for the second
liked it.
after the Spider-Man came in. Before the Spider-Man, it was forgettable. But once you got the
Yes.
other Spider-Man,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
good
I
from
liked
that
it. It
point.
was a shaky premise.
Yes.
Can you just
Yes,
erase everybody's memory?
Right. Like, you're shit out of luck, kid. I'm not changing reality because you fucked up.
Yeah, just let's just fuck up reality just because I fucked up.
Like, why are you here? Aren't you an Avenger? Why are you here? Anyway, what else we got in that phase? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Hold on. How about we bring it up, Quincy? Let's use the internet.
Right.
Phase 4.
What phase are we on? 3?
4. We're in 4. We're making it quick.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I'm
Black
starting to forget
Panther
what came
2
out.
was the end of Phase 4, right?
what was that?
I think Wakanda Forever was the end of Phase 4.
Yeah, and I forgot one. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the Guardians are good.
I like that.
I love that one.
It's the worst
yeah.
of the 3, but I think it was still all right.
Okay. So, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
I might be the only one that says that's trash, but it's trash.
I won't say it's trash, but it's mediocre.
It's okay,
Yeah,
but I'm never gonna
it's
watch
okay.
it again.
It can be retcon out of existence with the other Ant-Man shit.
And I'm going to copy that entire sentence that Terrence said and just erase again. I'm just going to erase again. I'll copy that entire sentence.
I ain't dropping the series. I still got hope, but
If they didn't have their whole Riri Williams part, I think it
Yeah.
her whole thing was pointless. And how the fuck did she make a vibranium detector if she didn't have vibranium?
And she's never seen vibranium before. And why are the Puerto Ricans beating up the black people?
my problem was still with this with the T'Challa thing. That's my main problem. And then the
T'Challa Jr.
Yeah, right there. That little son bitch. He need to goddamn.
Oh.
Need to see him ever again in life, ever. And toasting something. Richard, men, no.
Another fatherless black child.
Another bastard kid.
Way to promote stereotypes more.
Right.
Hold on. Come on, let's move. Ant-Man and Wasp, that's a dud.
Yeah, duh.
They're all the same to me.
I mean,
man. Sorry, none of them are better than the other. Maybe.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
That was good. That was great.
That was really good.
It was a good movie, but they could have made it blasphemy. I'm gonna stand on this the day I die. Sam Jackson still should have been the first person in Marvel to get the first F-bomb. I don't care. Sam, you got the best cusser in the Marvel universe, and he ain't the one that did it. Come on, man. I watch his movie just with the cussing, and you gonna let him do it? That's me.
The Marvels.
Whack.
I like it.
It was alright. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, it was good. End credit scene I liked a lot better. It is
Good. Y'all really gonna give it a good rating though?
I said
at least mediocre.
Damn,
I think
dude.
it's
Okay.
I wouldn't go better than good, but I'd leave it at good.
See, I know the movies that we said they were duds, and I can't put this movie with those. Like those movies I'll never watch again. Like this one, if it's on, like okay, my wife liked it. Like I thought parts of it was okay.
Hey, I thought it was entertaining, and I like Kamala Khan. So
Okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
That was a dud. No, stop.
It was good.
It was good. It was annoying real quick, but it was good.
Oh, speaking of annoying,
yeah.
I gotta say this right now. I'm tired of watching Deadpool dancing. All right, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm so fucking over it. I'm over it.
I've never seen spoilers like this. People are just like, F, yo, if you ain't see it, fuck you. I'm a spoiler. That's how they are, man. They just like, fuck you. I don't care. They just spoiling it. This movie, and I saw it on Thursday, the day it came out. Unlike, I had to work the hardest to avoid spoilers on this movie than any of all the Marvel movies combined. I'm dodging like Spider-Man to miss any kind of spoiler. And then when I see it after that, it's out. Oh my god! The whole movie.
I just resigned myself to just not caring if I got it spoiled because I knew
it
it
was
was
going
going to happen.
I
just resigned myself to know I was going to get it spoiled.
Like I feel bad. I feel bad for that because, like, honestly, like the story was passable. It was okay, but the cameos were the movie. They were the movie, and I feel it's a shame. Like it's crazy that people just don't understand that. Like even on the page, it's not like how it was. But trust me, like you post this, it's going to lead to a conversation, and then Mike, who's never seen it, will see like, holy shit, that happens in a movie. Why the fuck is this up here? Why? And it's like, just wait a second. I know we all want to post information and all this other stuff.
Want to be first to get the little, reactions with
right.
The one I took down was Out of Pocket with a fucking blade with the bazooka. I'm just like, yo, what the? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was Blade with the fucking rocket launcher, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Posting this? Come on, dog.
That was really the movie. The cameos. It was the cameos. It really was, and like
it wasn't even a full week yet. I'm like, dog, come on.
Yeah, gotta get 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks is what we do. Like we understand, we want to talk about that, but like guys, the people. If anybody listening to this who likes spoiler shit, please, y'all gotta stop. There's no point. You want to talk about this? What you do? Hey, Terrence, you see Deadpool Wolverine? No, I can't talk to you about it yet. All right. Let me know when you talk about it.
Right, show some respect for people who
yeah. Like, I don't know.
They don't care how they get them.
So let me ask you. I talked about this is the thing that's out here right now. Speaking of dancing. People are saying that there's a little bias because She-Hulk was dancing and majority of people hated it, and Deadpool was dancing. Everyone.
It's not bias if the show was stupid. She-Hulk sucked.
But we should talk about that one scene, not the whole twerk scene, though.
Yeah, I could care less about the twerk scene. It was everything leading up to the twerking.
So so we're not even going to guess. You didn't like the twerking because of what you saw leading up to that.
Yeah, I didn't care about the twerking. That was like, that was the icing on the whack cake.
So
it was just, the batter was salty.
Damn.
It was a terrible flavor. Like, who wants to have like a Lowry seasoned salt flavored cake? And that's what they gave us.
I was with the show all the way to the last episode, and that was like one of the worst episodes like I had seen. Like I was trying to give the show fair chance, even though I wasn't disappointed by Daredevil's behavior because I knew it was going to be some shit like that. I know people that was upset that he was acting like that.
I'm not mad about Daredevil smashing She-Hulk because I would have smashed She-Hulk. If she would have presented the opposite, I'm like, you know what?
That's
fucking on. Snoo all day. But it's like, come on. Like, who's going to be like, let me stop saying like so much. That's why, I'm getting mad. I start saying like 1,000 times, like a Valley girl. The character development for She-Hulk was terrible. Who's going to believe? Like, it's not like she wasn't an attractive woman. So you have this attractive, successful lawyer woman. She can't find a date. And the only time she could find a date is when she turns into She-Hulk. She wasn't ugly. There's no way she couldn't find a date on a date nap. Date naps for the women are like a sausage fest. Like you could just, I don't know. The whole premise was just stupid. She didn't find herself until she wasn't herself, and then she realized I can be myself.
I can't remember it exactly. Like one of my bigger turnoffs of that was her downplaying Bruce's struggles.
Yeah,
I was like, he tried to kill himself. You know,
right?
It's like I didn't like that. But I was with the show really up until the last episode, and it was it just wasn't good. Terrence, you guys, what do you guys feel about the comparison, the dancing, and just thoughts?
I watched this guy compare the two, and he basically did the same thing Jay did. He was basically comparing the entire context of the Deadpool dance scene to the context of the dance scene. But I'm just like, the end of the day, I'm just like, who fucking cares? It was a dance scene that was like the very end of the episode, right? When they did the little twerk thing. I was just like, who fucking cares? It was a twerk scene at the end of the episode. It was like, I don't fucking care. And the way the guy broke it down, I was like, okay, yeah, like he made perfect sense. He was saying that the dance scene in Deadpool and Wolverine, it gave perfect context to what was going on in the movie. Like even the song choice, Bye Bye Bye, it was like saying bye to the 20th Century Fox X-Men universe. But I'm like, but the guy was so angry about it because he hated She-Hulk. I'm just like, bro, at the end of the day, who fucking cares? It was like a 20-second twerk scene at the end of the show. Like, just say you don't fucking like She-Hulk. Like just say that.
And I think that's a lot of what it is right there, T. People just didn't like She-Hulk, or I want to say, I think to an extent, I think that some of these guys just don't want girls involved in this. They think it's like ill girls almost. It's like if it's a female product, they just automatically just turn their nose up without giving it a shot.
Anymore.
Huh?
I can't give that narrative no more.
I can, because it seems like every time it's a girl product, they still before it even comes out, they decide it's not gonna like it.
I don't think that happens like that though.
We'll see, because it ain't.
We all on the same forums.
Yeah.
I don't see a whole mountain of dudes being like, "Oh, fuck these girls." Like,
I didn't mean like that. I'm just saying that the guy gave perfectly sound reasons for why he didn't like the show. I didn't mean it like fuck them women. I meant that like he gave perfectly sound.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying you, Terrence. I'm just saying.
I meant it, but it's the same thing. They're not gonna say fuck these black people. They're not gonna say it. They changed the race because
there's always people there's always going to be a contingent of people that are like we all know there's sexist people, there's racist,
right? And I think that's
that's the reason the majority of people didn't. I don't think so. Especially people in our age group. Like, think of all the female-led properties we love growing up. Like, if they're in our age range, that's not what it's about.
My thing is, if they make their mind up beforehand, is where our problem is at, and there's a lot of that beforehand.
Let's look at another female-led property that was received well, and it was shitted on them for its sequel, and that was Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. Like, what was the difference between the two? Was it the writing, or was it the fact that it was a woman?
It was a terrible movie. It was a terrible movie. The second,
it was like the same director, same lead.
Sleep on that second Wonder Woman.
Right, and like I like the first Wonder Woman. I hate the second one. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that changed was the strength of the story.
And I'll just look at this. I'm glad you like. Oh, go ahead, Rob. My fault.
I was gonna just say the thing that makes the sequel to Wonder Woman even worse is that Patty Jenkins had all the control in that one, whereas Zack Snyder and I forget there was another person that were influencing the first movie, but she was given the complete reins and complete creative control over the second one, and it turned into a big turd.
Wonder Woman on HBO right now.
Yeah, it can stay there. I love Gal. I love Gal, and she was
Oh, yeah,
fabulous
Gal
in that
was.
movie.
I
But
hated on her for the
can't.
when they first picked her. I hated on Gal, but
Mm-hmm.
after I saw her performance, I was like, nope, I was wrong.
Yeah,
She's dope as Wonder Woman.
I think She-Hulk, like the story was, it was flimsy. It wasn't horrible until the end. Um, Deadpool story wasn't a masterpiece. It was strong enough to get you through the movie.
Deadpool was a movie for casuals.
Yeah,
It's a perfect movie for casuals. It's got just enough of it, like Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy. To me, those movies are good casuals movie. For people who don't know much about anything, put them in front of that, they'll be happy. Call it a day. They're not looking for a story. They want to see some dick jokes and call it a day. That's what they want to see, and they're happy with that. You know, I like me. I got bored with those jokes in the first 15 minutes. I needed something else. But those
Now,
movies, the casuals, they love them. Casuals love those movies.
Well, yeah,
I think what this movie, it's gonna take steps for MCU to get back to a point where I can trust them again. I think this was one. The content, when you say adult content, like that can mean a whole bunch of things. I'm glad that it wasn't what we have been seeing. Like I hope this helps the Blade movie. I hope this helps them like go into these other avenues. Like, we can't show people being murdered or blood or cursing or doing all this other stuff because they did a lot of that in that movie. And Disney understand anything is money, and that's all
right.
that they're looking at right now. And they're looking at it possibly hitting $1 billion this weekend.
I think it will.
I pay forward to see it again. It just hell. I'm just with a dance scene in the beginning. I still love that.
So, where's your faith at right now with this company? Like, you still need to see more. So they brought Robert Downey Jr. back. We all have varying opinions about that. Russo's, we said overall we're happy about that. They had Deadpool, and Rob. After this, I want you to go through the information that came out. The thing a couple weeks ago. What the shows that were coming out, movies, your list. Okay. So like, how's your faith? How's your optimism towards MCU right now? Is it arrow going up, down, or is this still in the same spot?
It's ticked up a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah. I would say mine is about the same. See if they kind of showed their hand that they're not confident in where they're going and what they're doing. If they were, then they wouldn't have revealed Robert Downey Jr. until a post-credit scenes in a movie or something. They could say that, hey, Doom is coming, we're bringing the Russos back, but say like the end of Fantastic Four, the end credit scene is a Tony Stark who was Doom, who got somehow, whatever the events of the end, he gets teleported into the mainline MCU, you know. And then it'd be a big surprise his mask comes off and it's, you know, Robert Downey Jr. with a tiny scar on his face. That just leads me to think that, they are, you know, grasping at straws a little bit.
Didn't they say that what's his name was he was disappointed in the direction that they were going to kind of reset to what they were doing before?
Mm-hmm. Who said that?
Not Iger. The head of the MCU.
Feige.
You know what I'm talking about?
Feige?
Yeah, Feige.
Yeah, there was rumors that they were looking to replace Jonathan Majors even before his legal issues, just because of how Kang was not received well, since they kept getting him dogged on in every appearance.
Always been whack.
So maybe the first thing we see is you know, or they could have saved a scene of Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom, like killing one of the Kangs or killing the Council of Kangs, or save it for something, you know, to build up hype instead of just, you know, revealing it right away what their quote unquote end game is now.
All right.
It gives me, you know, they obviously have a plan, so I mean, it's not like we're not going to watch them, but
Well, hopefully they have a plan. I feel like, yeah, I haven't felt like they've had a plan since Endgame. Like they made Kang the guy based on a performance, and he went through a whole phase where he wasn't really involved outside of Loki, and then he was in Ant-Man and got stampeded by ants, and then they said, no, like let's do Doom now. Like they're like changing up midstream. I just hope they can stick with it.
Yeah. Well, the fact that they didn't talk about any of the TV shows kind of makes it sound like they are going to scale back operations and focus on their film. So if that's the case, they can focus all their good creatives where they need to be, and we'll get some better stuff out of it.
Yeah, I'm with you. You wanna go ahead, Terrence?
We still got Celestials out there, and if Doom's the end game, then what the fuck are you gonna do with these Celestials?
They're adamantium mines now, apparently. That's where.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Adamantium comes from Celestials.
Celestial poop.
Yeah. Now that could be interesting because everyone was looking for vibranium at one point, and now there's another source. Like, you write this right, you can make an interesting story for Wakanda, but you got to recast T'Challa for Jay to go see it. So
right,
yeah,
me too.
Yeah, and Mike. Eyes of Wakanda are coming out though. You're gonna watch that, right? Eyes of Wakanda.
Watch what?
Eyes of Wakanda.
What's that?
What is that?
Exactly.
Different Black Panthers over the history of Wakanda or something.
There's only one Black Panther I care about.
You can say that again. It's supposed to be on Disney Plus. Yeah. Go ahead, Rob. You can take this part.
All right. Yeah. So we'll just go real quick over the Hall H stuff that came out during Comic-Con, and I'll keep it on the Marvel train since we're already on it. We do know Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, so we got 2026 and 2027 obviously in the May, but things can change. I was listening to the Weekly Planet, and I don't know where they got their source from, but they heard that there might be any of the movies set between the two movies is going to be on Battleworld.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
So we might see a little more expansion between, and basically, if it goes the way it is, it'll be an entire year of crossovers. So we'll see how that works out. We know the Brave New World. That's going to be the next one coming out in February, I think.
Yep.
Saw the Red Hulk and all that stuff. I heard that they decided that what is her name? Is Valentina Allegra de Von Ellen from Elaine from Seinfeld?
Mm-hmm.
She actually bought Stark Tower.
Oh wow!
So she's going to be that's going to be the headquarters, basically. I think for the Thunderbolts. I'm assuming. Let's see, we got the Thunderbolts. I'm trying to remember. I know Sebastian Stan said that the new Black Widow is going to be the main star of that show. I forget her.
I knew her name.
Florence Pugh. That's her name. Yeah, she's going to be the main. What do we know about the Serpent Society?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I remember them from
Escarlito Esposito is going to be the Giancarlo Esposito is going to be the
Sidewinder. Yeah, they were in a Captain America comic when he was dating Diamondback. They were like super powered themed serpent super villains. They were city based. There was a couple of them, maybe like 9 or 10 of them.
I remember them. Yeah, I remember them now. Yeah,
Bushwhacker, Cobra, Asp. There was a bunch.
I remember their names, but I couldn't tell you nothing about them in general.
Yeah, they're an interesting group. I have money that they're going to be the new Hydra.
Yeah, that would make sense. They did make it a point to show that the Thunderbolts has an asterisk at the end of it, and that is actually part of the title. So, what do you think that means? Is this going to be like a Dark Avengers thing?
I would not be mad if they did that. I have a soft spot for the Dark Avengers. They have Sentry in it. If the movie ends with him on the team and they're like some kind of threat, I would not be mad about that at all. Like Thunderbolts, like I never understood that team, and honestly, that's what Norman did in the comics after Secret Invasion. He elevated his Thunderbolt team to the Avengers, mixed with existing Avengers who were Ares and Sentry. So yeah, that would make sense.
That also reminds me, I can't remember Bill Pullman's son. I forget the actor's name, but he is going to be playing Sentry in the Thunderbolts.
Bill Pullman's son. Okay.
I assume it's probably going to be the villain, quote unquote. We'll see.
This is that guy, the guy who played Invincible backed out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you said fans were complaining and he just backed out.
It's like, I don't need this shit.
Right. Y'all don't want to be fine.
Yeah. I got Invincible checks coming in. Like,
right, I'm good.
Fuck y'all.
Let's see. You got the First Steps, Fantastic Four, or Fantastic Four First Steps. I think a lot of people are speculating that the First Steps is going to be detailing space travel and first steps on the move kind of thing. Very. They showed Galactus. I don't think they said who's playing the voice of Galactus, but he's going to be in there. I know that they just started principal filming, so all of the actors were kind of at Hall H for a very short amount of time, and they didn't have much to show because they didn't have anything done yet. But some of it was good or shown, and a lot of people really liked it. I think that's the main stuff for the Marvel side. Let me pull up DC real quick. For whatever reason, DC's going back to their old logo. I don't know why.
I like
the old,
it.
Shield-looking one with DC in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Creature Commandos is, I think, almost done. Should be getting that. Actually, I don't think I got a date for that one. They showed all their animation. Creature Commandos, season 5 of Harley Quinn. They're going to have a spin-off with Kite Man, which should be pretty funny. Season 3 of My Adventures with Superman.
I was watching that before we came on the show.
I watched the first episode. I got to go back to that.
Yeah, I watched the first season. I didn't get to the second season.
Watch that one too. Got a trailer for The Caped Crusader. Now, some of you guys said you watched this?
I watched it.
I watched the first episode.
It was good. I didn't understand the penguin move. Making a female just make up a character. Harley Quinn did not exist before the original cartoon. So just try to, strike lightning again. Like I didn't understand the move. Other than that, I liked it. It wasn't incredibly adult content. It was almost like I was watching like a 5th season of the animated series. It was good. It really was.
And that's where it was for me. It was good, but it felt like we've been here before. It felt like we've been here before. And outside of the penguin thing, it was like, all right, we've done this. Yeah, I would have rather they did a 5th season and something else than just do that. But I might finish it. I might not, because like I said, just
Mike, just say you hate girls, man. say you hate girls.
How we get to that? How the hell we get to me hating girls? Being repetitive. What are you talking about? The light going to your bald ass head.
I'm sorry, Mike. I couldn't resist.
You sound a little warm, yes, sir.
You misogynist.
You need to calm down. You need to find you.
He went
Can't believe you didn't like Lady Penguin.
He went right to Deadpool. He's like, you being repetitive, son. Get your ass in the bed.
Was I being that repetitive? Goddamn.
Go ahead, y'all.
I mean, that's it. I say the whole thing was felt like we've done it before. Like I said, that was it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch anymore.
Let's see. Speaking of the Penguin, we got a trailer for the series. I think it was the same one that we've already seen. They probably have an extended cut at the Hall H, but that looks good. Last season of Superman and Lois, he's going to be fighting Doomsday.
I did see some of that.
Yeah, and it looks like they're also teasing that we're going to get some other characters potentially crossing over from what's left. Well, the Arrowverse isn't around anymore, but we'll get some characters that we've seen before. Speaking of which, I think we're on season 7 of The Flash right now, and I don't want to watch it anymore.
The Flash is still going?
Well, no, it's over, but he's watching.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. How many seasons did it run? I didn't even see how it ended. How many? 10? 9? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I got off around 4.
I think that's about the time I got off too.
That's when I did, and then I watched the crossovers, like the Crisis one and the Infinite Crisis one. But no, I can't do it.
Yeah, I just watched the crossovers. Somebody tried to make me watch more. I was like, nah.
We got some comics and stuff, but we already talked about most of those. Some of the stuff that's not Marvel or DC. I know there's a trailer for the last season of Lower Decks for Star Trek, the next season of Strange New Worlds, and I guess this Section 31 is going to be a movie, which is like...
Oh, really?
Star Trek's...
They're covert ops.
Yeah, the covert ops. But the weird thing is that the director said it was going to be funny, and like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What's this for again? I'm sorry.
It's a Star Trek movie based on Section 31, which is their like super secret. Nobody knows about them.
That should be Winter Soldier style.
Yeah, and the main star is a fucking megalomaniac, genocidal murderer from the Mirror Universe. So how is that going to be funny? I mean, I'm glad to see Michelle Yeoh again, but holy crap, what was this person thinking?
Everything doesn't have to be a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody watches Star Trek for humor.
Hell no.
It's funny when it's not supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, you guys already... We've talked about Transformers 1 previously, right?
A little bit. I'm actually getting excited to see that. I think I am going to go see it.
Let's see. Todd McFarlane is still trying to get Spawn. He keeps showing up every year. He keeps talking about it.
Who's this?
McFarlane.
Oh,
trying to get spoiled going.
Still trying to get it. Yep.
I'll give him props for keeping the comic book going for so long, though.
Yeah, it was on the rocks for a while. But like, what's the holdup with the movie? Is Jamie Foxx still attached to that?
I don't know.
It keeps oscillating between them doing another animated series, them doing a live action series, them doing a movie.
Yeah, since we're doing revivals with Batman and X-Men, they need to put Spawn on there because that was canceled before the story even completed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why it was canceled. It was a good first season.
And everybody loved it.
And he's sitting right there, got HBO on at midnight, watching that creepy shit come on.
Right?
Right before Tales from the Crypt and all that other shit.
Or what else used to be on around that time?
before
you're
all
probably
the
right.
softcore porn showed up.
Get ready to say, yeah, real sex was on by that time.
Real
That's what-
sex.
Oh, okay, that's what I was
Real
thinking.
sex,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
That's
need,
what
we
I
need
heard.
real sex back.
That's what I heard anyway. I ain't watched this
Okay.
Sure you didn't.
stuff.
They showed more of the Boys spinoff, which is going to be Jensen Ackles and Aya Cash Stormfront and Soldier Boy, but like in the 1940s, where Vought was basically still in the beginning stages.
Vault Rising, is that the name of it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, Vault Rising. Yeah, you're right. And then Gen V season 2. I think we mentioned that before when we were talking to Megan. They just still don't know if they're going to be replacing the actor who passed away.
Just replace him. Just replace him.
Nobody cares about Rings of Power. Nobody cares about Doctor Who except for Megan. Nobody cares about Walking Dead.
Oh, I care.
For Quincy.
Yeah, I care.
Oh yeah, you're gonna watch the Daryl and Carol show?
I gotta get through the first season of that. Like, I did not like that, and I was watching City of the Dead, and I was like, I don't know.
Season 2
I like
that one, yeah.
Yeah, I only like the Rick and Michonne thing. I'll come back to those.
Well, you'll be happy to know season 2 of Dead City, they're bringing back Lucille.
Oh, fantastic!
It's gonna wait till it piles up for about 10 seasons, and then watch them all straight through.
Lucille is Negan's baseball bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of it's just stuff that we already know. Alien Romulus. Oh yeah, they're going to be making a prequel series to Dexter. But Michael C. Hall is going to play the voice of the Dark Passenger in his head, and they're also going to be making another sequel series with the original, or with Michael C. Hall again. I don't know why, because that new season wasn't very good from all I heard.
It's going to be in high school? Degrassi Dexter.
Gonna have a whole season of him learning BJJ.
When is Joe Goldberg coming back? I need some of these Netflix shows to end so I can cancel it.
Oh yeah, that's right. What, season 5 of You?
And Cobra Kai, that's not coming back till September or November. Part 2, I should say.
I still haven't gotten through episode 2 of this season. I'm ashamed of myself.
You struggling, or?
It's just, I don't know. Just shit keeps piling up. I started watching Mayor of Kingstown on Paramount. So my Paramount subscription runs out in September. 22nd of this month. I didn't realize I still had Paramount. I'm like, what the hell is this still doing coming out of my bank account? And so I canceled it, but I still got it till the 22nd. So I was like, I may as well start taking advantage. So I started watching Mayor of Kingstown. Fucking awesome show. So I've just been running through all 3 seasons.
It's actually something that's on my list to watch too.
Yeah, since there's so many soap operas on Paramount Plus, my wife will never let that go, so I'll have that forever.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to know what's going on with Victor Newman,
Victor,
is that what Vic's at now on Paramount?
I'm your guy.
Genoa City,
dude.
Right? He just had some chick tied up in his basement in a dungeon a couple weeks ago.
Vic, you gotta grow up, baby. You gotta
Vic,
be like 80 years old now.
310 years old, man. Come on.
Yeah, old as shit.
Yeah. The damn him and Jack Abbott playing the same shit, dating the same movie.
Victor done look the same
they
age
still
since I was
Abbott's,
3.
the Abbotts and the Newmans still at war.
That's it.
What else you got?
The last one is that Keanu Reeves is shopping Berserker live action to Netflix. So his little comic series.
Interesting.
I don't know who.
I didn't really like that comic too much.
He's the writer, yeah.
I got the first couple issues. It was kind of boring.
That one, well, Berserker was spelled all weird and stuff.
Yeah.
Without vowels.
Does that mean something particular to the story?
I don't think so.
He was just trying to be edgy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the major stuff that at least I found that I thought it was interesting from Comic-Con. Unless you guys have anything else.
I got my Iron Man questions. You actually covered most of what I wanted to talk about. So I forgot which page I saw this. It's for all of you. Okay. So the post is, how many of these can Iron Man accomplish in 1 year in the DC universe? Okay. Y'all ready? Here's number one.
Let's go.
Uncover Batman's secret identity.
Not going to happen. I don't think he can do it.
I mean,
yeah,
Luthor
Batman
could
leaves
never figure
blood
out Superman,
at every
so-
battle. So yeah, easy. The cops should have figured out who he is by now.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. If he really wanted to know, I think he'd get it.
I think he scrubs all his database from all his
Sure he
data
does.
from the databases.
Yes.
It's
All right.
Batman.
So it's two no's. I mean, two yeses and one no. What about you, Robert?
I don't think he would be able to.
All right, so that's a tie there. I say no too. I'm totally unbiased. Answer this question. Second one. Buy out LexCorp.
Not going to happen. Lex is way more diabolical than
Yeah,
Tony.
he got a better chance of getting Batman and didn't do anything.
Lex would buy out Stark Enterprises before.
Like this whole thing with Tony being so fucking rich. I don't know how many times I've seen Stark Enterprises go under in comics.
Right?
Well, at this point, doesn't
That's
Bruce
what
own
the last run was about. It was about him being broke.
He was broke after.
In fact, Emma Frost just gave him some money.
I saw that, and I've seen Thor give him money when he was in Oklahoma to get him back on his feet. So, is that a no from everybody?
That's a no.
Yes.
All right, so it's 1-1 for Tony right now. Number 3, reverse engineer a dead Green Lantern ring and get it to work.
Not going to happen.
It's not. No.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either. No.
What are these questions? Why do people put Tony so high in these Marvel groups?
Casuals. These are all casuals. They ain't read a comic book. They just watch the movies. And Tony Stark is God. That's all it is to it. These are casuals.
Somebody who only reads.
Depends on who's writing the book.
So what are you saying? You're saying, wait, we got 3 no's?
I don't know.
Is that 3 no's?
Depends on who's
I
writing
gotta
it
know.
now.
That's a no for me.
He can't even get a Hulkbuster suit to work right. How's he
We're
gonna
gonna
reverse-
we're gonna get to, because that's interesting. One of the questions, so we're gonna say that's a no. Remember, he's got a year to do all of this. Okay. Number 4, date Lois Lane. I guess this is it in a period of time when she's not married to Clark.
If she's not with Superman already, he might be able to pull that off.
I think he can
That
get a
would have to be
date.
the only case.
He'll get a
He,
date.
can he might even be able to smash.
I don't know about Smash, but he'll get a
Yeah,
date just to get an
Smash.
interview.
You don't
Just
think
to get
he's
an
gonna
interview.
smash?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna try, but
She ain't like that.
Yeah.
he's gonna try to smash. But I don't see him doing it. He'll get a date just so he can get an interview. Just for that.
Yeah, it'll be a trick or something.
Right. It'll be, that's a work date. Let's go talk about
Yeah, I
some
can
business.
see. Yeah.
Terrence.
He can get a date. Well, back to the Green Lantern thing, though. They had him.
Okay.
I'm just thinking because did he bring a Celestial back to life?
He did.
So the Green Lantern thing shouldn't be that big of an issue.
So I think you're out.
That's a good point.
But, well, it's noted. All right, so we gave him. Damn, y'all not giving Tony nothing here. Okay, hold on. It's only gonna get harder here. So this one should be easy. Become a member of the Justice League.
Oh yeah.
He can do that.
Remember Justice
Yeah,
League.
everybody's in the Justice League in DC. So
Yeah.
I mean, if
yeah.
Booster Gold was a member, I think they can have Iron Man.
Okay, here is a hard one. Hack into Cyborg.
No, it's not happening.
Yeah.
He's got
I'll go
mother
with the
tech.
consensus.
So it's a no. It's funny you mentioned mother box. Next question: acquire a mother box and incorporate it into his tech for his suit.
Yeah.
That's
You
possible.
think
Batman.
He could-
If
he
Batman
might be
could
able
do
to.
it, I think he could do it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Terrence. Eh,
Look, back in the day, I would have said no to a lot of stuff, but they've made him basically Reed Richards now. So I'm like, whatever.
yeah.
Once he became a
MCU
star of the
upgrade.
MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RDJ power up.
Yeah.
Now this one you might not be familiar with the character. Robert may be. Find a way to take out Failsafe. I don't know if you guys are familiar
I
with
know
this
who
robot.
Nah,
I
he's
don't.
not taking my fail safe.
No,
That was,
He's
that
not
was
taking
Batman's
offense.
murder bot, right?
I've been keeping up.
yeah. Nah, Batman shouldn't have beat him the last time, so I should know. Like that was BS how he beat him. Okay, here we go. Build. Now this one's vague. You take it any way you want. Build a Doomsday Buster and use it. Oh, hold on.
He can call whatever he wants a Doomsday Buster. What does he use it for?
Build a Doomsday Buster and use it successfully. I don't know what that means.
What, turn it on?
Like not die,
Right?
like so. I don't know how I feel about any of his Buster armor. It's like, what do we got here?
If we're
I
talking
think he
about
can
like
make a very
comic book
big-
Iron Man, no. Yeah, because the Hulk Busters never work in the comics. So.
Yeah.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They're just cushioned to take the ass whipping, really. All right, it's not looking good for Tony here. So the last one. This is. I already know what y'all going to do. Prep for and take down the Legion of Doom solo.
Fuck, no. No. With Lex Luthor in there?
Man, it could be anybody at that point. Bizarro could be there. Sinestro could be there.
Like, Zod, you know?
Yeah, it could be a lot of people there. All right.
It's gonna be like that video I posted in the group where that monster busts into that room with all
Yeah.
like Master Chief and
Like,
Kratos
Doom
and
guy.
not
And,
bad.
Now, if you give me a moment, I have one for Batman.
ooh,
All right. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. So, first question. Same thing, Batman. How many can these can he accomplish in 1 year in the Marvel Universe? Figure out Daredevil's secret identity.
oh, he's doing that.
Everybody knows Daredevil's secret
Everybody,
identity.
everybody knows it. Yeah. Now this is a L. Infiltrate and steal vibranium from Wakanda.
Oh yeah, he's taking the L on that one. I don't think he's gonna get. He's not.
he might not leave Wakanda either. He get his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he done.
This one, acquire and reprogram a Doombot.
Yeah.
He could do that. I think he could do that.
I don't know. That's about as hard as him getting to Wakanda. Honestly, he did last
They
year.
always
Doombot is
self-destruct,
everywhere.
but
Yeah,
they
that's
always self-destruct. Like, has anyone actually grabbed one before?
You make a good point.
So what are we saying? We're saying yes or no? Here.
Well,
I
if
give
they
him a
always self-destruct,
50-50.
I would say no.
I'm
No,
saying
you can't
no.
give him 50.
Acquire and
Acquire and reprogram.
Yeah, I'm saying no on that. I
Is
don't
there
see
a-
it.
If he finds one and realizes they have the fail safe of blowing up, he's
They
gonna prep
blow
for
up
that, right?
immediately, though, don't they? As soon as they're compromised?
Yeah, but
He
as soon
could-
as he
could
realizes
probably-
that's what happens.
But it's like immediate. It's not like, oh, I'm looking at it and then it starts to blow up. It's like as soon as they know they're about to go down or be defeated, they blow up.
That's what I mean. So as soon as he realizes that's what happens, the first time he's like, "Oh, they blow up immediately."
Yeah.
Let me figure out a way to.
Okay,
Put all
so
of his
I
focus
see
on
what you're
making them
saying.
Stop exploding. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
He
So
gonna
you're
need
that
saying
year, right?
But
in that year. So you're saying
Yeah.
okay. So what are you guys saying? Consensus now.
I'm thinking, I think he could do it.
yeah.
I think he could do it.
Okay. All right. So this one's kind of weird. Take down. I think this is an L. Take down a faction of the Hand, led by Skrull Electra with no help.
Ooh, he don't have the Bat family with him.
Now, and the Hand, they demons, man.
And Electra's a
Yeah,
scroll.
I don't know if he could do that. Take down the entire Hand.
How strong are the scrolls, like physically?
I'm before he even gets to them, I'm worried about them ninjas and whatever else is in the Hand. Like they are the ninja group to me.
Well, let me see. Daredevil took down 100 Hand in one night. Then he also has Scroll Electra.
What we
I
got?
didn't know it was Scroll Electra.
Yeah, that's what started the secret invasion. How they knew they were there. The Avengers.
Oh, okay, way back when.
Yeah.
Okay, mm-hmm.
I forgot who killed her. Was it Echo? I think it was Echo. I don't know.
I don't think he could do it.
Yeah,
You think he could do it?
No.
Oh, you don't think? Terrence is still thinking.
I mean, that's like him trying to take down the League of Assassins by himself.
Yeah.
And Razan.
Yeah, that might be an L because it's like the Hand plus Scroll Electra kind of puts it over the top. That's
All right, that's an L. This one, he's got a year. Let's not forget. I don't know about this one. Acquire a Infinity Stone.
I think he could do that.
Yeah, he could do that.
One Infinity Stone in a year.
One, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's been a lot of lesser characters that require the
Yeah.
stones.
okay.
Pip the
Mike,
troll.
Mike, quiet over there. You quiet over there.
Got them
All right, here's one. Shut down the Kingpin's entire operation.
No, everybody been trying to do that. I don't see how he get do it better than anybody else.
Daredevil's done it. I've seen him send him to jail at least.
Spider-Man beat him up in jail, but it is what it is. He still come back
He
out.
shut it down for a time, but
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For a time.
Forever? Yeah, I think he might. Yeah. That's
Think
all
he-
Gotham is, though. He specializes in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but the Penguin ain't no regular. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Kingpin ain't
not
no-
Wilson. So Terrence and Mike, you said no.
I said no.
he can shut
It's
him
not-
down. But
What's it now?
he'll be back out eventually.
All right, it doesn't say for how long. It says shut down.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he shut it down. Then yeah, for like a weekend.
Oh. All right. Okay, here we go. Make more money than Tony Stark.
No.
I don't get this question.
Well,
I say
What's the
Because
time
he would have to
period?
start from scratch, right? If he's just popping into the Marvel Universe.
so. He would have the year to catch up with Tony, and Tony
And he's
in that.
not
See,
a
not,
year.
And he's
remember-
too invested in crime fighting.
That's
Like,
what
he's
I'm
not
saying.
gonna-
Like, I don't even think he knows what's in his bank account except what
Yeah.
goes to his R&D to get the bat gear.
That's all Lucius making that money right now.
And he
Right.
doesn't have Lucius, so we're gonna say no. Now this is a no. Also, this is insulting. Make Spider-Man his sidekick. So I guess that would mean put
Was
it.
wrote this shit.
Huh?
And Casuals wrote this shit. Yeah, that's why.
So that's a no. Now this is another oddly written one. Start a beef. This is what it says: a beef. Start a beef with Cyclops and find a way to beat him.
What?
Yeah.
How we getting to this? We ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Y'all deal with this.
I mean,
Could he beat Cyclops? Yeah.
He can beat him.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Batman?
Yeah, he could. I don't know about starting the beef.
Batman
That's
doesn't fight fair. That's the thing, though. He would get.
The Cyclops don't fight fair.
He would get Scott when he's not prepared for it.
yeah, in the middle of one of his orgies with one of his telepaths.
One of his Jean Greys.
Yeah.
I'm Team Cyclops. I don't know.
He
I'm
makes some kind of mutant nullification gas.
See, like I don't see him starting that fight though. Like he's gonna get,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna, no. He's gonna open up a whole can of worms there. The mutants don't stop. Like, listen, I don't. I admitted on the last show. Like, I don't think I hate the mutants. I just hate Cyclops. Okay, but that's a whole.
Why do you hate
can of
Cyclops?
worms.
No, we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. We talking.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Put the Punisher behind bars.
Yeah.
That should have been the first one. Shit. Damn.
But that might be one of the easier ones for him to do.
Well, didn't they have a crossover? Him and Punisher. They did.
A couple of them.
Yeah, they
didn't
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they. Was it
I
one
know
or
they
two?
hate each other.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
John Romita Jr. did one, and Batman gave the Punisher one punch. I remember that. He said, "I'm gonna give you one."
Yeah.
And Punisher came back. No, I gave you one. Whoop that ass.
Yeah, like the way Daredevil is on Frank's ass would be like 10 times with
Yeah.
Batman. Like you're killing people. Like I only beat the shit out of them. Like know, like send them for
like
treatment.
you're a villain. He's like you're a villain.
Yeah, you might actually look at it like that.
You got to remember that Daredevil's a fairly reasonable, normal person, and Batman's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to let Frank slide.
All right, so Batman had a little bit of. I didn't like the way some of these were written, but a little more success than Tony did. I don't know. I like these questions. I like some for the most part. I like most of those questions. But some of these, I started beef with Cyclops. I looked at that one like twice, and I was like, oh, whatever. All right. So, guys, we're at the 100th episode. Like, how you guys feel? Like, looking back on all of this, got 100 more of these left in you?
I think we do. Who would have thought back then I'd still be hanging out with you, knuckleheads?
Bringing the X-Men and the Avengers together.
All right.
Yeah. I can say that's happened. That's happened. I don't know how many arguments we've had on here.
We ain't gonna have no more. I'm not done.
No. Because I had to realize my hate was misplaced. Okay, like it's only on one guy. Okay, the rest of them they do what they want.
We stopped arguing about that shit a year ago. I ain't got that no more arguing in me. And my pressure was up. I ain't got nothing to do. I get off here. No, get out here, calm down and shit. No, I ain't got no more arguing in me.
It's a legend now. Like I told you, I was talking to Randy not too long ago, and he asked, like, y'all still doing that?
Exactly.
It's politics, man. Like this is the closest you get to like comic book politics, man.
It's on principle. No,
yeah, I don't believe in their policies. Okay.
I ain't got the heart to go down that road no more.
We can well real quick. Transformers. It's been 38 years since the animated movie dropped. This is usually Transformers season. Normally, when this comes around, I just want to watch all the old stuff. And I was watching season 3 the other day, and that animation, the size and scale, it wasn't a good episode. There were some good episodes in that third season. But man, that movie, like, it gets me every time. The music. I think that was the first movie where like the music really made a big difference in the overall film. And still, some people still say the best Transformer movie.
I think it is.
I would say so. I still watch that on YouTube regular.
Just the way it came together.
Yeah.
I know I watched that movie for the first time in Philadelphia. Where? I couldn't tell you. But I knew I was in Philly. My cousin lived in Philly. I got a lot of family in Philadelphia named Johnsons, but my cousin was up there, and she lived there for a couple of years, and she wanted to get rid of us, so she rented Transformers. So I watched that movie in Philly for the first time. So that's probably the last time I've been to Philly.
Okay. Yeah. 36 years? 38 years. I just wanted to comment on that. We can probably talk about that, or we can make that homework assignment, and we all watch the show movie, and we talk about it next episode. I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, no problem with that.
I don't have any excuse to get me to watch that.
Yeah,
and we can just go over scene by scene there. So we can definitely.
Is it on streaming anywhere?
YouTube.
That and I bought it on Amazon.
I mean, I got the DVD or Blu-ray floating around.
I got that too, but it's on YouTube. I ain't even see my Blu-ray player except for my PlayStation. I ain't know my Blu-ray player is at.
Yeah, that is my Blu-ray player.
Yeah,
right, that's the show next week. We're gonna talk about that. Terrence and
streaming. It might only be on Tubi.
It's on. There's a Transformers station through Amazon. I found it this week. What's on right now on Transformers? It is Transformers robots in disguise. When they got the human faces.
Yeah.
Rob, are you able to? You gonna be able to watch that before next show?
Oh yeah.
All right, that's what we got. That's the plan. So everyone listening, look out for that one. About another 2 weeks. But as for this episode, 100th episode, guys, like it's. I enjoy coming on here talking to you guys. Like I love talking to you guys about the comics and everything and movies and all that in between. And
anime, comics, movies, and games, man.
Man. I don't even need to say that. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. And we will see you in a week.
Marshall J. Patter, made by him alone.